Hey guys, and welcome back. And finally, this is a Shelby video. I'm really happy to announce that my car is now legal in Europe. So in this envelope I have the papers, finally, that say that my car meets all the European regulations. And I just wanted to, make a video about it, walk you through everything what we needed to change on the car. But first, we need to go and wash it because it's it's pretty disgusting. I don't drive Shelby very often, especially now because it doesn't have plates yet. But even, after not seeing it for a few days, it makes me super happy to see it again. Oh yeah, sup baby? Oh my god, it looks so good, so good. Woo!
Do you love me? Do you need me?
So Andrash has this really cool thing that blows air. Is necessary? Probably not, but I still want it. Now let's wipe it up and start the walk around. Alright, and here we have it. The car is clean, and now let's go for a walk around and see what it makes this car, the European spec Shelby GT350R. So all American cars, basically what they have is orange daytime running lights. So basically the blinkers glow all the time when the car is running. This is not legal in Europe. So basically we had to wire the whole system in the front. So as you see now, the only daylight running lights are this one, the white ones. So the white ones are legal, the orange ones are not. They turn on just then when I use blinkers. Another thing is the front. As you can notice, there is no front license plate because I'm still in the process of getting them. Hopefully we'll sort that next week. And what I'll do is we'll place some magnets behind the bumper, so the number plate will be attached by magnets, and when I don't need it, I will just, or when the car is parked, it looks way better without the front plate, I'll just pop it off, and with this we'll maintain the original spec, and that's really what I want to do with this car. So keep it as original, as US spec as possible. So the next big thing is, well, it's not a big thing, it's actually a very small detail, but a lot of work to achieve it. If you take a look at light beam of US cars, they basically make a flat light beam, and in Europe the right light needs to have a longer beam than the left one. We needed to do some hardware modifications to get this light according to the European regulations, because one more thing, European Mustangs, they don't have this signature daylight running lights. Their daylight running lights are here. So basically it's a little LED inside and it looks really ugly. That's why I wanted to keep the US lights. It was a lot of thinking and modifications, but we achieved it. So the US lights are spec'd to European standards now. One more box, check. The main difference from European to US Mustang is that they have red backlights. So they have red lens on the backlights, and European ones have clear ones. Basically they look white. Why is that? That is because European cars, they need to have orange blinkers also at the back of the car. And US cars, they have red blinkers, so they can have red lens as well. And like I mentioned earlier, I want to keep this car looking as US spec as possible. We found these lights for those who really know their Mustangs, these are the lights taken, well, this is the design that is used on GT500s. So it's a bit more, I don't know, sliced. The original ones on the 350s are just straight. I wasn't a fan of changing that, but when we put those on, because this was the only one that we could find with red lens, which had orange blinkers inside, so the GT500 style, and when we put it on, I really liked how it looks. So I think also the GT500 at the back, it suits this car. I'll turn on the blinkers now, and you'll see how it looks like. So it's probably really hard to tell on camera, but this is orange blinker under red lens. So this is legal. Now it's a bit more visible. So this is legal in Europe, and this is the closest we could get to keep the car a European spec, but still looking like a US spec. What you will notice is that we have sequential blinkers. This was something really important to me to keep, because again, US cars have that and it looks amazing, and Europeans, they don't. On Europeans Mustang, only the total right light blinks orange. So it looks pretty basic and I don't like it. So I'm really happy with how this turned out. You see this one? So this is the fog light, and this is another thing that is required by European law. Every car must have a rear fog light. And what was really hard to get is a fog light for Shelby, because Shelbys are only made for American market and they don't need it. And the rear light, so this is basically a reverse light, is on the normal Mustang bigger. So we wanted to, just buy European one off the shelf, but when the part arrived, we figured, well, we saw that it doesn't fit. So what we had to do to achieve this on this original reverse light is we basically drilled 2 holes to the reverse light and basically made a custom fog light from original reverse light. And then we just mounted a small switch, I'll show you, down under the steering wheel, where I can turn it on or off whenever I want. So I'm really happy again how this turned out. Well, basically it's original light, and we have all the functionalities that we need. Alright, next. Now we come to the stupidest modification we had to do, and this is on the seat belt. I guess some American cars don't need it, but the car came without this badge. This is basically some kind of certificate that this is, safe and original from Ford, and all European cars must have that. So even though this is all original in the car, I had to source seat belts which have those badges on, and when I got the badge, they didn't even test it if the seat belt works. They just said, oh nice, we see you got the badge, now you can go. So that's another big one. Well, big one for me. It was really hard to get it, but a really small change. Now, like I said earlier, I already have all the papers for the car. Now I'm only waiting for a few tax reports, and then I can register the car. This is it for today's video. I'm really excited that we've put these things behind us, that the car is now a European spec Shelby GT350R. Yeah, hopefully next time I'll see you with the Slovenian number plates on. Until then, I'll see you soon. Bye bye!